Hey everyone, it's the Sports Kid here. It's Monday, May 18th, 2026, and thanks for tuning in to this week's podcast, episode number 69. This week's episode, my dad and I spent some time discussing the Pistons, their disappointing series loss to the Cavs, and looking at the stats behind their loss. We also played a blind ranking game where I named 10 random Lions players, and my dad had to rank them 1 through 10. As always, I'm rolling out new episodes every week, so make sure to follow and subscribe so you don't miss them. Thanks again, and enjoy the show.
This one is gonna fly! A 3-run home run! Kerry Carpenter!
They give it to Jameer. Big hole. There he goes down to the 20-yard line. Angling to the 15. Gone, baby. 5. End zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Kane to the basket. Hooks on the run. He hits it. Pistons are back up.
Pass over the line. Here's Kane on a change. He scores! He caught the Flyers changing. Patrick Kane with a shot inside the left goal post.
It's Williams in motion. Low snap. Melrose stopped. Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm the Sports Kid, and this is my dad, and we're here to bring you the latest on Detroit sports and more.
That's right. We are live in the studio Monday, May 18th.
Yep.
Episode number
69.
Yes, 69.
1 week away from 70.
Episode number 70 next week, Memorial Day weekend. So, remember what we did last year for Memorial Day?
Did we do the Pat Tillman thing?
Yeah, we did. So, we'll have to see what we want to do this year. Maybe something similar. Next Monday, Memorial Day. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, it's on Memorial Day?
Monday. Oh. I can't remember if we did Monday or Tuesday last year.
We probably did Tuesday. I know we did it on Memorial Day.
We'll look into that. We'll sort something out. And speaking of that, it's summer. Summertime.
Yeah.
71 degrees outside right now.
Yes, it's very, very warm.
This weekend it was 80s. Felt good. Felt nice. Supposed to cool down a little bit the next couple days, but I think summer's here.
Yep.
So looking forward to that too. Memorial Day weekend usually is when people put their boats in the water and do all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to be doing a little bit of that this weekend.
Yep.
And what else? So that's that. Big. We have to do another big reminder shout out.
Is that next? No, it's like 2 weeks.
2 weeks away now. The Detroit Sports Spectacular.
Yep.
The Vibe Credit Union Showplace, formerly known as the Novi Expo Center, formerly known as the Suburban Showcase Collection. 2 weeks away, we'll be there. We have a table that we will be partnering with our friends at JMC Sports.
Yeah.
So are we taking any of these? What are these? Talking to Emery, the podcast studio is getting very full. We've got a bunch of cards here.
Yeah. I think we're going to take some of, kind of like...
Are we taking the Brandon Inge auto? No. Rookie auto?
No, those were just like some that we might get like graded. Like we're gonna take cards kind of like.
Yeah, these are all just PC.
Kind of cards like this.
What one's that?
Just like a random Emmett Smith, and then like this Cam
Oh yeah,
Ward.
Emmett Smith is gonna be there.
Yeah. Cam Ward. We're gonna have like a. Are we still planning on doing a wheel?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway wheel.
So like we're gonna put kind of cards like this Jared Goff or like not like super valuable cards. Like we'll have one jackpot, obviously, but
Yeah, these are all PC. We got the Goff rookie, the Hutch rookie, all of our in-person autos. We got the Verlander rookies, Cabrera rookie, Barry Sanders rookie.
I forgot that we went and sent more cards in for grading.
Hulk Hogan rookie.
Did you?
It's not a rookie, but it is auto. The Tiger Woods rookie. So yeah, we are going to have next week. I think we need to have a little show and tell of things that we're going to have at the show, because it's only from that point going to be the following weekend.
Yeah.
But that show, Detroit Sports Spectacular, is coming up, and we are looking forward to being there. Looking forward to selling some things, maybe meeting some guys.
Yeah.
And potentially doing some more interviews. So looking forward to that. Again, reminder, Chris Webber, Barry Sanders, Charles Woodson, Calvin Johnson. Go ahead.
AI, Jahmyr Gibbs. AI, not like artificial intelligence, like Allen Iverson. You have Calvin, or no, I already said that. Kurt Gibson, Aiden Hutchinson, and you got Jerome the Bus Bettis, Emmett Smith, Adrian Peterson, Ray Bort, Ozzie Smith, Ray Lewis, Alan Trammell, Blake Corum, Jim Abbott, Trey McKinney, Michael Vick, Mateen Cleaves,
Yeah.
the Sandlot cast, and the Mighty Ducks cast, and lots more.
Yes, so that again is a couple weeks away. We're definitely looking forward to that. Going to be tons of people there.
I'm excited. I'm most excited. I mean, obviously, like the athletes are like cool, but like I'm excited for like the Mighty Ducks cast.
Yeah,
because that's like one of the best movies.
the Mighty Ducks cast.
So wait, Cecil Fielder's gonna be there?
Yeah, Cecil Fielder, Jake Bates. I mean, Dino
Cecil
Cicerelli.
I was thinking, he's like, he's not as good as Prince.
Jack Fox.
What are you talking?
I wonder if there's like an option to get like all the Sandlot guys at once. There's got to be.
Grant Belt. Garrett. Oh, that's cool.
So
Oh, look, they even have the what's her name? I don't know. She's pretty good.
the Mighty Ducks guys, yeah. Going to be tons of people there. Going to be fun. Again, we will be sharing more about that next week. And aside from that, shout out to our sponsor, the North Oakland Staffing Agency. If you're looking for a new job, looking for a career change, looking to do some hiring, reach out to them. They can help you out. And we've got a couple comments here to get caught up on. My mother says, hey guys,
Hello.
Sherman Allen. Hello, y'all. Alec
Hello.
Curtis.
Hello.
Hey, guys. Barbara Mills.
Hello.
Hi, boys. It looks like the snow has finally melted for you there in the UP. She went from Florida, the Sunshine State of Florida, all the way up to the UP.
That'd be rough.
Yeah, but when she lived in Florida, she lived there during the snowstorm, had a foot of snow. But yes, thanks for tuning in. If you are watching live, appreciate you. If you're not watching live, maybe you're listening to the podcast, appreciate you too. Make sure to give us a like, a subscribe, a follow. And if you're
comment,
listening on this podcast, if it's Apple Podcasts or Spotify, if you could give us a positive review, we'd appreciate it. And if you're watching live tonight, feel free to give us some comments in the chat. Any questions for Emery? Things like that. We've got a pretty big topic to talk about tonight. So, but Emery, before we get into it, what do you got for us?
So we have got a great show for today, as always. And there's only one really main topic to talk about. In the past week, Pistons have been, or not the Pistons, the Tigers have been pretty just terrible. But I think the big one is the Pistons. So I think we're mostly going to talk about them. Yep. But I have a couple other things that I thought we could do, which I don't think you know about.
No, I don't.
But first, as always, the recent scores and updates. So the Pistons lost to the Cavaliers 125-94. And in that game, Dennis Jenkins had 17 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And Cade Cunningham had 13 points and 5 assists. And they've officially been eliminated from the playoffs.
Can't do that one?
No, they lost. Much better.
Okay. There we go.
And then the Tigers, get the trombone ready again. The Tigers in the past week have a 1-5 record. And their best game was against the Blue Jays, where they barely won 3-2. And in that game, Dylan Dingler went 2 for 3 with 1 run and a walk. And Kenley Jansen had 1 inning pitch, give up 0 hits, 0 earned runs, and had 2 strikeouts. And they are currently 20-27, and I believe the bottom of the AL Central.
And we do have the Detroit Tigers on currently live in the studio.
Yeah.
They are playing against
the Cleveland Guardians.
Yes, and currently down 5-1.
That's nice. So we get to lose. We got to lose to the Cavaliers yesterday, and we get to lose to the Guardians today.
Yeah, kind of rub it in the face a little bit, after that loss yesterday, and then now Cleveland comes to town again in the baseball uniforms. So
they're giving away Tigers.
I was just looking up real quick on StubHub because
like $5, $20.
These seats behind home plate are actually fairly full.
Yeah, because they're so cheap.
Well, I'm kind of surprised because,
look, $9.
You can, if you want to go see a Detroit Tigers games, man, you could dang near find enough money in your couch cushions.
Yeah. It costs more money for one slice of pizza than to go to a Tigers game.
Yeah. Shoot, for, $9.
Home plate club's $280. Jeez.
Yeah, $282. You can sit in the home plate. These are usually $1,000 tickets.
That's usually when they're good.
Okay, I didn't just buy those, did I? I locked them in. I was trying to see what these come with, though. What comes with the home plate club, isn't it? It's VIP treatment.
Yeah.
You can sit on the dugout. $64. You want to go to a Tigers game? Now is the chance.
Well, and the good part is no one's there, so you pay $9. You can go sit anywhere.
I think for $12, go sit in left field. Try to catch a home run ball from the Guardians.
From the other team?
Yeah.
How about a good bloop? Holy cow.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, again, can't complain too much. $9 to go see a baseball game. Like you said, cheaper than a slice of pizza.
Yeah. It costs more for your bottle of water.
Yeah. That is wild.
Oh, look, they're even talking about check out today's deals.
Yeah. A pizza at a ball game is like $25 just for a medium pepperoni.
It's like $2.
Guardians go up. They're at 7-1 now. 7-1. Can't even. I bet they are giving away tickets right now. But anyway, what else did you have? I just wanted to look that up real quick. Did you give we can go back in time a little bit, but we didn't give a recent score and update from the previous Pistons game.
Well, yeah, I know. We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
What about the Levy Tigers?
You cut me off. Okay.
Well, let's go.
So the Levy Tigers on Friday beat the A's 10-7. I'm saying 7 because as far as I know, that was the score.
There was some discrepancies in the scorebooks, but yeah, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure that's what the score was. And in that game, I went 3 for 3 with 1 hit and 2 walks. And we are currently 4-1. We You're supposed to play today. But
let's take a quick break to shout out one of our awesome sponsors, the North Oakland Staffing Agency, or the NOXA for short. Whether you're a business looking for top talent or someone ready to take the next step in your career, the NOXA is here to help you grow to your potential. Born out of a true love for people, the North Oakland Staffing Agency serves northern Oakland County, Michigan, and beyond, offering staffing, recruiting, internships, and consulting services. As a client, you'll get personalized attention, real understanding of your needs, and a team that won't stop until they find the right fit. So if you're ready to grow, visit thenoxa.com. That's THENOKSA.com and take the next step with the staffing agency that puts people first. Now, back to the show. Good advice, Alec. Good advice. Keep going.
We were supposed to play today, but we got rained out. They got rained out. They just canceled the game.
Yeah, we need to get some updates on here. So we've only lost one game?
Yeah.
4-1.
We only lost to Jim Douglas.
Yeah, so Jim Douglas Auto Sales currently sitting at 7-0.
Why did they play so many more games?
Undefeated. Well, we need to get our scores updated here.
Our overall is 1-1, so we're 500.
No, the scores need to be updated on here.
We're
because we should have played 6 games, I believe.
6?
Everybody else has played 6.
No.
6.
So does that mean we're 5-1?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh, I thought we were 4-1.
Did we lose twice? No, we lost the other game too.
No, we only lost to Jim Douglas.
Didn't we lose to... Are you sure?
Yeah. We didn't play the trees, did we?
Sherman's Trees? I can't remember.
We never played them. No, yeah, we only lost to Jim Douglas.
We beat B-Dubs, right?
Yeah, we beat them.
The Athletics.
Beat
the
them.
Dodgers.
Beat them.
The Fire.
Yep, beat them.
Okay. All right, yeah.
Our game today probably would have been our 6th, is what it was.
We were supposed to play...
It's the 18th. Yep.
Sherman's Trees.
Called it.
So, yeah, you've been doing pretty good, though. Been very consistent. Haven't struck out, I don't think, since maybe the first game.
Yeah, I only struck out once. No, I didn't strike out the first game. I struck out the second game once because the ump made a bad call.
Oh, okay. Was that the last time you struck out?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had any pop flies or ground outs? I don't think so.
I had one ground out, but it was an RBI the first game. And then the rest of my games I've gone 3 for 3.
Yeah. Very good, very consistent. Good job.
I get walked a lot because I have a very good pitch selection. I only swing if it's right down the middle.
Emery's got a good eye. He's got a good eye. Good eye, batter, good eye.
I actually faced my first curveball on Friday.
Didn't he have you at 2 strikes?
Yeah. He had me at 2 strikes and I got walked.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
It's so, because I play rec, but it's, kind of like a high rec league, kind of. But, I've never faced anyone that's, not thrown, just a strike, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Or, just, a fastball, I guess is what you'd say. It's coming right down the middle. And, I'm pretty much swinging, and if it didn't curve, the ball was smashed. But as I come around, the ball just drops. And I'm like, you have got to be joking.
He got you. That was the pitch. He got you.
But I mean, that's hard. That's a bomb.
Is that a home run?
Oh no.
Sorry. Colt Keith.
You know that when they're tracking it, it's not a home run.
Right. All right, Alec Curtis had some little advice for you here in the chat. Respect your dad, bud.
Well, you did cut me off.
Yeah, maybe. All right, what else you got?
That was it.
That's the update.
Yeah, that was
What about the Twizzlers?
Oh,
They're still undefeated, right? Or did they lose one game?
No, they won all of them.
Yeah, they tied the one. That was it. And then they won.
Yeah, they tied.
Last Thursday they won.
Yeah.
I actually had my first experience at umping softball.
The ump that umped that game was like doing really bad. Like, he wasn't calling good strikes.
Me?
No, I'm just kidding. You're doing fine.
So my first experience.
It's very.
There's a lot of balls.
It's nice. Like, it's like fun to see them like playing and stuff, but it's like a little bit painful.
Not a fast-paced game. This 10-year-old softball league. A lot of balls. They usually get through 3 innings.
Yeah, 3 innings.
So for the umpire perspective, you're standing behind the pitcher, which is difficult.
I think it should
So you're watching, trying to make sure the ball's over the plate. Now I said to the coaches, I'm going to give them a ball width on the outside, just to try to help a little bit. But most of them are either in the dirt or way off to the side.
Because the problem
Sometimes over the head.
is our team is good at pitching.
Yeah.
We have some good pitchers who can get it over the plate. But the problem with all these like girls is they're trying to do the windmill a lot, or the windmill. And the thing is, when you do that, you have to get good at just tossing it first, because they don't have that, the mechanics down of that. And then when you do that, they're basically just rolling it in the dirt half the time.
Yeah. So it's slow paced game. Ellie
got a hit.
Ellie got a hit, right?
Yep.
So Ellie's been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
She's having fun. She didn't pitch that game, but she pitched the game before, I believe.
Yeah, we didn't talk about her pitching the game before.
What day? That was last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yep. So Ellie pitched
we
that
had
game.
mentioned, because I was because we were talking about the recent scores and updates for the Twizzlers. And I said, well, Ellie's pitching tomorrow. And he said, well, has she been practicing? And I said, not really.
Yeah.
But she did good.
Yeah. She went out, did some pitching practice here in the yard,
Yeah.
and she did pretty good. So that's recent scores and updates for the Pistons, the Tigers, and
The Levy Tigers and the Twizzlers.
And then the Levy Tigers and Twizzlers. You haven't given an update on the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs in a while.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need to talk about that briefly.
Because I don't watch them.
Well, we should.
Playoffs.
Let's get an update. Where are we at in the bracket?
I don't even know half the teams are even playing.
Yeah, we have not.
We haven't watched a game.
Let's do a little screen share real quick, and then we're going to dive into the topic of
I did see that. I did see that Edmonton lost in the first round.
All right, let's get the screen shared here. One moment, please. Here we go. There we go. Boom. All right, let's get this over here so we can look at it a little bit better. So where are we at? First round. Colorado sweeps the Kings.
They're really good. Denver 1-6 against the Stars.
Where are you at?
Hurt? That's Minnesota. What am I talking about?
That's Minnesota. Yep. Minnesota beat the Stars.
Denver doesn't have a team.
The Knights beat the Utah. What's their name? The
Mammoths.
Mammoths.
Yeah, they want to be the Yetis.
The hockey team. Anaheim moves on.
Edmonton, first round exit, because they're trash. Okay, let's see the other.
So we're in the conference finals now.
Yeah.
Who are we at? We got Buffalo, Montreal tied up. So Buffalo.
I mean, it's gonna be
Montreal.
It's gonna be Colorado versus Carolina.
The Carolinas. Carolina's pretty good. I kind of wanted to go see a game down there.
Did you see
Sweep. Wow. Carolina swept Ottawa.
And then swept
Philly.
So what's it's like a meme kind of. So the Philly versus Pittsburgh, like I think Sidney Crosby got hurt or something. Like I don't know exactly what happened because I wasn't watching. Well, Philadelphia does this thing called paint the ice.
Mm-hmm.
And some guy drew the outline of where Sidney Crosby fell and was holding his arms, and then wrote a line and it said "R.I.P. Bozo."
That's not nice. So they were just showing Rip Hamilton, and I don't know who he was with here at the Tigers game. Rip and Ben Wallace had been going to the Pistons games, so maybe they were hoping that
wasn't that Ben Wallace?
I know Ben Wallace has like the gray beard, gray hair. Looks like a professor. Well, I'm curious, when is Buffalo Montreal playing? Let's look at this. Are they playing tonight?
Yeah, they're playing right now.
Right now. Shoot, we should turn that game on.
That's a bomb. I don't know.
The Canadiens, Montreal Canadiens are up 2-1 against the Sabres. This is the game to watch tonight. Turn off this Tigers game and watch some hockey. Game 7. Whoever wins this goes to who is it? Eastern Conference?
Yeah, Central Conference.
Eastern.
Why does it say CF?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's Central, but it's the Eastern Conference.
I don't know. I don't watch hockey.
All right. Well, that's that. That's our NHL update. We're going to have to keep watching that. Obviously, we're going to watch tonight, but heading into the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah.
All right. There's that. Back into business there. Okay. Now, we got to talk about something bigger. You said you had something else you wanted to do?
Yeah, so I actually had a request put in. Hold on.
Request.
I'm going to add this to my notes.
Emery had a request come in. What, from one of your followers?
No. Well, you could say that. So it was at youth group last night.
Okay. All right.
And we were watching the Pistons game. They were getting smoked. So Pastor Corey was like, we should do blind rankings.
Blind rankings.
And he said, that's what you guys should do. He's like, you guys should do that on your podcast sometimes. And I was going to save it for like later, but I mean, I just feel like we should just do it right now.
So how would that go?
So we are going to do
rules?
blind rankings. I'm going to ask you. Do you know how to do it?
No.
So I'll say like, just who are the 5 best Lions players of all time? Okay, and I'll name one, okay?
Okay.
And then you're going to have to rank them blindly without knowing who's going to come next.
Say it again. So
like, I'm going to say like top 5 Lions players of all time. Okay? So I'm going to give you 5 names. And I'll say, like, let's say Scott Mitchell, just for an example. Like
okay.
That wouldn't be on there, but. And you'd say probably 5. And then, but the next person would go up there, and let's say you rank Herman Moore at 1. Like, but you have to rank them without knowing who's going to come next. So, like, it's like kind of like, it's just a fun game, because, like, if you have Barry Sanders, are you going to put Barry Sanders at 1?
Yeah.
Well, if you have Jahmyr Gibbs, where are you going to put him at?
2.
Yeah. In case, like, someone better than him comes.
All right, let's try it.
Okay. Let's just do with, my example is what I was going to do, which is probably not the best example.
All right, we need to put on our background music here.
Hold on.
All right. Some background music. We forgot to do the background music again for your recent scores and updates.
You have to remember that.
You got to remember that. You got to remind me of that.
Hold on. I'm making the list. Oh, wait, darn it. Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Buffalo trying to cram the puck in the net right now. 31 seconds left in the second period.
Okay, this is fine right now. Okay.
Heck of a game.
We're going to do Lions.
Okay.
It's the top 5 Lions.
Of all time.
Actually, let's change this. Let's do 10.
10.
Yeah, make it way harder for you.
So who determines like what the ranking is?
You. I'm just naming players, and you have to rank them. We're only going to do 10 for the Lions.
Oh, I see what
I
you're
know
saying.
a lot more.
So like you could throw out like, okay, I know how you're going with this.
Yeah. Okay. Start us off.
Like you're gonna like throw out. I'm starting you off.
No. I'm gonna say the name. You're gonna rank them. I'm gonna say 10 names. Okay.
All right, you're gonna say 10 names. I'm gonna throw them in the ranking order.
Yeah, that you think.
But I don't know who you're gonna say next.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. First off, Herman Moore.
Herman Moore. Are we talking like it doesn't really matter how I rank him, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He could just be like, I could just say he's like one of the coolest.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter what. It's just like top 5 or top 10 Lions of all time.
All right, Herman Moore. I'm gonna put up definitely top 5.
Yeah.
What is that? Too steep?
I don't know. It's your ranking. Have some confidence.
Yeah, I think influential Detroit Lions players of all time. I'm thinking like number 4.
Okay.
Because I think he's good. I think he's great.
Okay. Next up, we have Megatron.
I was ready for this one. Megatron, number 2.
Number 2. Okay.
Scott Mitchell actually said, I believe, on their podcast that he thinks Herman Moore is better than Megatron.
Actually?
I don't know. I think he said something like that.
Okay. Next up, Jared Goff. Like it doesn't like not of all time. It's just like.
But this is just like top. You're only going to name 10 guys, so I have to rank him.
Yeah, you have to rank him.
9.
It's crazy. He was rated 6th on the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL.
Okay. Cool. 9.
I accidentally wrote Jared Goff. Okay, next.
Last year, I mean, the year before, when everybody's chanting his name and stuff, but yeah,
he was rated number 6 this season.
Well, yeah, that's overrated.
Because but he actually did good.
No, he's a good quarterback.
Okay. Now we go. Aiden Hutchinson.
So I'm gonna put Hutch at number 5.
Okay, fair spot.
We're currently ranking Detroit Lions players. Emery's shouting out a name,
Okay.
and I'm putting a rank to them.
Next up,
Top 10.
Isaac Tesla.
10.
Disrespect. Okay.
He's good, but I can't put him up.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
8. This is a pretty good ranking so far.
I guess. Jameer Gibbs. But I might not say Barry Sanders. See,
That's an issue. Where am I at? Who do I have right now?
So at number 2 you have Megatron. Number 4 you have Herman Moore. Number 5 you have Hutch. Number 8 you have Amon-Ra. Number 9 you have Goff. Number 10 you have Tesla. So you have number 6, number 7.
You have to say Barry Sanders.
No, I don't.
That's a rule.
Wait, what did I say? Did I say anything? I said Jameer Gibbs.
You said Gibbs. 3. You better not throw out some rando guy.
Scott Mitchell. Wait, I'll change it. Rodney Pete.
No, I like Scott Mitchell. Put him at 7.
You had a poster of him and you said that.
I probably still have the poster.
Actually,
That'd be cool if I still did.
we should hang it up in the back. Okay.
I think all kids had a Scott Mitchell poster growing up.
Next up. Man, I gotta think of someone good.
Barry Sanders.
No, not him. He's one. Oh, Billy Sims. Or wait, no. I'm changing it. Bobby Lane.
The Curse of Bobby Lane. What do I have left? 6?
Yeah, 6 and 1.
If you don't pick Barry Sanders, this is rigged.
So you put him at 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Last, but certainly least. I'm just kidding. Certainly not least.
Forward down the field, a charging team.
Corey. No, I'm just kidding. Barry Sanders. So, but you have to put him on.
All right, number 1.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Okay. Let's just end there. Or do you want to
Just end there? Yeah, I already did 10, didn't I?
You want to? Yeah. You don't want to do Pistons?
No. That's enough excitement for one night. We gotta get into the Pistons. We gotta talk Pistons here. So let's read through my rankings. Let's do a recap.
Oh.
Did you delete it?
Yeah.
Shake it. Hit undo. Stop. Keep hitting it. Keep going. Jeez, you're just gonna delete my ranking after all that hard work?
No, I didn't think you cared.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. It deleted Barry.
Well, you know who Barry is. He's number 1.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and read it back. Bring it back.
Should we do 10 to 9? Or 10
Run
to
it back. 10, starting at 10.
Number 10, we have Isaac Tesla. Number 9, we have Jared Goff. Number 8, we have Amon-Ra St. Brown. Number 7, we have Scott Mitchell. Number 6, we have Bobby Lane. Number 5, we have Aiden Hutchinson. Number 4, we have Herman Moore. Number 3, we have Jahmyr Gibbs. Number 2, we have Megatron. And number 1, we have Barry Sanders.
Forward down the field.
That was pretty good.
Will not use.
I think I did fine.
I think I'd do it a lot differently.
Well, now listen, maybe every week we can do this. We need to. I have a whole lot to talk about the next couple weeks, so something we can talk about.
Yep.
Well, I can do it next week. I can ask you.
Okay.
All right. So we have a big thing, very big thing to talk about tonight.
Yep.
Your Detroit Pistons have run out of gas. They're done.
Yep.
You made a pretty bold prediction a couple weeks ago. It hadn't even been last week. They're going to win the series. I think it was last week.
Yeah.
So
I said that they were going to win the whole thing.
yeah, you probably did.
Yeah, I said they were going to win the chip this year.
So you kind of like to go.
I mean,
bold,
but that was a really bad thing because even if they beat the Cavs, they had no chance of winning.
No, probably not. They were a good team in the regular season. They've had their issues.
I mean,
But I want to hear from you. We have to go back. Okay, let's not skip ahead too much.
where were we at last week?
Because last week
It was last week it was May 11th.
last Monday, the Pistons had won, or I'm sorry,
Had
the
lost.
Cavaliers won.
So
we watched that game
previously they
live.
were leading the series 2-1, and then we were watching the game live.
The Cavs won, and
Yes.
then won again. Tied the series up that night. We talked about it last week.
Yep.
Then they went. They came back home to Detroit,
Yep. And they lost.
and the Pistons lost at home.
Yeah. By 4 points in OT, which, I mean, was rigged, but yeah.
Yeah, let's recap that overtime game.
I mean,
That was where Asar got tripped the last second. Again, is what it is.
the ball, it was a dead ball. Like, it bounced out after the buzzer.
But it was a foul.
Yeah, it
and
was
it
a
should have been called as a foul, and Asar should have.
I mean, him shooting free throws would have given us a chance to win.
Well, yeah, it was a tie game at that point.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just...
All he had to do was make one.
But he can't make a free throw.
The
Save his life.
Pistons' performance, other than Game 6, this series, really, I mean, the first 2 games they won back-to-back.
I mean, they weren't even like...
But the last 5 games, I mean, again, Cavaliers capitalized when they needed to. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
But that game Wednesday, again, they go into overtime. Yep. You're thinking you have a chance because the Pistons had been down, weren't they?
Yeah.
Where they were winning in the first half. Again, had a poopy third quarter. Outscored 32-20.
In overtime, they gave up 14 points.
Yeah. And then they just didn't play that well in overtime. At home. They go back down to Cleveland.
Somehow managed to win.
Well, they had a great game, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying somehow managed to win. Couldn't win at home, but yet won in Cleveland.
So they come back home yesterday.
And I
don't even think they made it back home.
What's kind of... I was just looking at the stats. Well, before we started this. It was actually, which is kind of weird, besides free throws and fouls, it was a pretty, not super even, but pretty even game.
It was pretty even. I mean, Cavaliers only won by 31. So, fairly even game.
No, I'm just saying.
Aside from the score, I mean, yeah, it was pretty...
No, I'm just saying, like...
What part of the stats do you think were even?
The stats that I was looking at.
Because it wasn't the scoring part.
No, yeah, it wasn't the scoring. It was like, like...
The blocks? I mean, the Pistons
like
had
the
one more
turnovers,
block.
pretty even. Steals, pretty even. Like, those kind of points were all... The Pistons' largest lead was 1. When was that? The first point of the game?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't even think they've scored first, probably.
The Cavs' largest lead was 35.
So that game yesterday, here's the thing. I'm glad that we didn't buy tickets. Cheapest tickets, towards...
But if we would have watched, we would have won.
$200 a pop.
Yeah.
If they would have won, it would have been sweet.
But they didn't.
But they didn't. How much money are you willing to pay for a game? Go to a game. $400 if you're buying 2 of them.
Yeah.
And they lose. It's a lot of money to just kind of hand over. So that just gets you in. That's not even accounting for parking, not accounting for food.
Once you're all in, it's probably over about $500.
Now, going to a Tigers game for $9, shoot, sign me up. I might buy a season ticket package for that.
Actually.
No.
You can't buy season tickets anymore.
Yeah, you can.
Actually? Why don't we buy them? They're probably like $900. Or like, how much are they? They're like a couple thousand.
Listen, take a swing. Do you want to buy a half season?
K-line plan? Yeah.
27 games, maybe partial, just Friday games, Saturday, Sundays.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, right there.
Wait, is that when we play the Dodgers?
Problem is, like, you buy this half season package, you
Gotta go to every
gotta be going down to every game. Let's look.
Number of tickets. How many would we need? Like 2? If you want to be right on the dugout, like 136.
$1,300.
So cheap.
2 tickets.
What? That's nuts.
Yeah.
Why is it? That's super.
It gets you to 27 games.
That's super cheap. And I mean, I don't think we'd have enough time to go to all.
But like, look, you're going Friday, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday.
But it's
Sunday.
not like you're going to every game.
I mean, you want to be going to quite a few of them.
I mean, I feel like the Saturday plan would be much better.
18 games.
Right?
Let's look how much this Saturday.
Probably like 800, 900.
1,100.
That's 1,000.
So yeah, anyway, back to the Pistons. The thing that I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, it really wasn't that even. I don't know.
What do you think was the difference? Like, why do you think the Pistons couldn't outplay the Cavaliers?
Because they weren't calling anything on the Cavs.
All right, you think it was you want to blame the refs?
Look, I just want to say, I had this stat. Oh, okay, no, never mind, it's up here. The Pistons had 31 personal fouls to 22. It's like a 10 different, 10, almost 10, like 9.
Yeah, I mean, when Cleveland is shooting 44 free throws
Look at
to
this.
29 Pistons.
I think, I might be wrong, but I think this series the Cavs have shot like almost 220 free throws.
Here's let's just do some numbers, okay? Just some pure numbers. Pull out the calculator here. The Pistons in that game were shooting 35%. It's terrible.
They were shooting better free throws.
Terrible.
Or better, almost
three
better.
pointers? No, 30% from 3.
That's even worse.
So what I want to do, let's go back to the game that they won. And we're just going to pull the percentage. Shoot, 30. Oh, no, sorry, that was Cleveland. 52% and 44. Let's say they matched that performance. I'm going to do, if they had the same percentages. Now we'd have to do the flip side, though, too. That's the only issue of doing it this way. Because Cleveland only shot 39%.
They had the same amount of shots.
The other day. Where Cleveland was shooting 50%.
They had the same amount of shots.
So the Pistons had 85 attempts.
Oh, wait. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Divided by... Here, I'm sorry. I'm going to do multiply. 85 times 52.4. Or I'm sorry. 85 times 0.524. 44 points. Okay, so that's a difference of like 9 points right there. Okay, 9 points. Let's do the 39 3-pointers. Well, actually, that's a difference of 18 because that's field goals times 2. Okay?
Yeah.
18 points. That takes them from 94 to 112.
Yeah, so 13 points.
They're only 13 points off there. Then let's look at 3-pointers, 39 attempts times 0.444. That's 17. Am I doing my math right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. It's Monday, 9:30. My brain is fried.
Wait, why would it be?
All right, hold
30?
on a second. So we're going to do 85 again. Times field goals, because they did 30%. If we did 35-3, yeah, that's 30. Okay. That's their percentage. Okay, times 2 is 60. Okay. So now if we do 85 times 0.524 times 2 is 89.
What am I looking at?
That's points.
89 points to 60?
Is that right? Field goals, 30. 3-pointers. Or is that points? That can't be points. Right? It's got to be 30
It's just made.
times 2 plus 12. Sorry, we're trying to do some math here. Trying to figure out these stats. 12 out of 13 times 3 times 6 or plus 60. That's 96. Yeah, that don't make sense.
Well, let's just forget everything that we just did here because
back it up. Erase that part of the podcast.
Are you smarter than a 6th grader?
Well,
No.
I guess we don't understand how these stats work because there's 30 out of 85.
How do you not understand? What do you mean?
Field goals.
It's just 85 times 0.30. No, that's...
It was 35. 85 times 0.35 equals 30.
But, no, I'm trying to get the percentage. Or, yeah, that would be...
That is the percentage. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out points. If they made 30 times 2...
It's 60.
Okay, I did that.
What do you mean?
60. What's 12 times 3?
36. 96.
That's where it doesn't make sense because that 60 plus 36 is 96 and they only scored 94. Maybe we found where it was rigged. Maybe they didn't count all the points.
Well, how did they... 30...
Because that's what I'm saying. 30 plus 12 plus 22 is only 64. So something's off here.
And then... And then why do the free throws? Those aren't even... Oh, is it including... Do they count a free throw as a field goal or no?
And maybe? No.
But that wouldn't do anything. That'd make it even higher. They rigged this.
Yeah, this isn't making sense numbers-wise. So when you look at field goals and percentages
numbers are
and
probably
stuff,
wrong.
the numbers could be wrong. Because this is from...
That's the same...
Anyway, let's move on. We spent way too much time doing this math, and it doesn't math, so... But I asked you the question. The Pistons... Well, I named the title of the podcast, The Pistons Ran Out of Gas. So, listening to the radio today, hearing a lot of opinions, a lot of different things going on with the Pistons, a lot of talk, a lot of excuses, a lot of reasons, a lot of blame this guy, blame that guy. I think they just ran out of gas.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reality of it. They couldn't survive 7 games against the Cavs.
7 games wears people out. They play that's 14 games.
They played a hard 7 games against the Magic.
Yeah.
Okay, they ended that series on May 3rd. Start against the Cavs May 5th. Okay, they were on a win streak, right? Close out the series against the Magic, winning 3 games in a row. Start the series against the Cavs, winning 2 games in a row. That's 5 games in a row. And then they just hit a slump.
Yeah. Or were the Cavs truly playing playoff basketball the first 2 games?
I don't know. It's easy to argue the Cavs are the better team overall.
I think why we lost is because our lineup was terrible yesterday.
Let me ask you. You said that Cade Cunningham only had 13 points yesterday. 13 points?
Yeah.
What did he have the game before? 21? I've got a little theory I'm going to pose here. He had 39.
That's the Cavs.
Okay, 30. He had 19.
What was the game that he scored a lot? Game 3?
27.
No, the game that he scored 39. That was
this game. And the Pistons lost.
What was his minute? Yeah, played the whole game.
48. How many minutes yesterday? 37. Here's my theory. He's coming off a pretty big injury.
Not really.
His lung was deflated.
We literally had a whole week talking about how it's not really that big of a deal as it sounds.
Cade has been struggling lately, and
you notice he has to wear a brace, like he's wearing like guards around his like.
And you didn't get to watch the first half of that game yesterday, but he just looked.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
He looked gassed.
Yeah, he was literally like the whole time he was like gasping, pretty much.
He looked worn out and tired. I mean, the dude put up 13 points yesterday. And that was like the second most of the team. Dennis Jenkins was the most with 17 points. It's crazy.
I think why we lost is because look how many minutes we played Sasser. Wait,
Paul Reed only played 8 minutes.
That's the thing. Our lineup was so bad.
I would put Stewart out there more. 6 minutes.
He's not really that good.
He went 1 for 1.
So, but my thing is like we had said, like I had said for like 2 weeks now, like probably 2 weeks, that we need to start Paul Reed. If we don't, we lose. Didn't start Paul Reed, we lost. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I mean, as Asar, like he's not putting up the most points, but he's still like he plays way harder than the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Like
again, the game before the last game, Cade put up 21 points, which wasn't that great for him. Game before that, 39 points, which is his average. You know, it's something you can rely on. 30-some points. Game before that, 19.
It's hard
Game before that, 27.
But it's hard to score a lot of points. Like it's hard to score a lot of points in playoffs.
Yeah, but Cade...
Look at the Cavs. Like, hasn't Donovan Mitchell been scoring like
31.
30 every game?
23.
He's Mr. Reliable.
But you need somebody that's going to get out there and score 30-some points a game. And I think Cade was gassed. The team, and when Cade isn't putting up big numbers, the team ain't winning.
He's the only good player.
Because he was still out there 37 minutes.
That's one thing that frustrates me is how long Jenkins is out there.
He also went 0 for 7 from beyond the 3.
He can't shoot threes. He's a mid-range guy. Dennis, why do we play him so much? He can't shoot the ball to save his life.
No, he's hitting about 25%.
Like, just get him out. Get him out of there. I'm telling you, if we would have started Paul Reed, it would have been a much closer game.
So here's a couple things to bring up, think about. All right, so JB Bickerstaff had a little comment. I want to find it. So these are some comments after the game. This is Duncan Robinson. We didn't come out with the right disposition for Game 7. Well, that's one way to put it. That was apparent through all the areas we prided ourselves on this year and the areas where we felt we could compete and win. And we didn't win them. Give them credit. They came out with a force and a pace we weren't able to match. That's what it felt like. Well, since the beginning of the game. And Pistons were just outplayed. But JB Bickerstaff wasn't about to let the achievements of the 14-win team he inherited be buried by its last impression. Do you want to read this?
Anything other than positivity toward this group is unacceptable. Okay. The turnaround from where we've come from, what the guys have been willing to do. Everybody wants to win a championship every year. We put ourselves in a position to be here, so there's nothing disappointing about this group.
Which I agree. You look at where we were 2 years ago. We would be embarrassed to be wearing. I'm wearing a Pistons hat. Emery's got his Cade Cunningham jersey. Would we be embarrassed to wear?
I mean, I wear this jersey with pride.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, I'm happy. Like I'm even though they lost, I'm still happy. I'm fine with it. Because last year they got eliminated first round. Won the first round. Almost won this round too.
They made it. Again, last year, it was amazing that they were able to pull off the comeback that they did and make it to the first round. This year, they make it to the second round. They're making progress. If this year they hadn't made playoffs or lost again in the first round, now there's people that make the arguments, well, this was their year because, some of these other stars.
This was not. This was.
Were injured.
No, I said that they might win this year. Okay.
This was a good chance to win.
I'm just saying that we never really had a chance. Like, we were never, in my mind, in 7 games, we were never beating this Thunder or the Spurs. And we would have had to play one of them. And
Somebody called in the radio, made a good point this morning about the Spurs.
Like, we're not the Spurs.
And Wemby.
We're not the Thunder. That's our...
But the point this lady had made on the radio was if you can't shoot threes, you're not beating Wemby.
We cannot shoot threes.
Right. So Wemby is a force. You got to be able to shoot beyond the arc.
He took this picture wearing this hoodie that was lighting up on when you take a photo, the rim of his shirt lit up, and someone said, "Is that hoodie from the planet that he's from?" Because it is from Earth, is what someone said.
You know who this lady kind of equated him to? A baseball player.
Shohei Ohtani?
Yep.
Yeah. He's the Shohei Ohtani of the NBA. There's no one seen anything like it.
No. And it's different, obviously a different sport, but he plays defense and offense at the highest level. Right?
Yeah, I mean, goal by the
Sabres.
By the Sabres.
Tie game. 2-1 or 2-2, I'm sorry. 13 minutes left in the third. No, he plays both sides.
Yeah. I mean,
they're actually playing right now. Yeah. First game of the Western Conference.
I mean,
so Spurs are up 51-44 over OKC. This is going to be a good series.
It's going to go to 7 games.
Yeah.
But whoever wins this is winning it all. Because, the Knicks or... honestly, the Cavs could... I think the Cavs could beat Wemby. Because, Mitchell, he shoots threes like no other.
I mean, they beat the Timberwolves by 30-some points a game almost.
Yeah. Look at, he was probably out this game.
27 points.
3 blocks.
17 rebounds.
Yeah, what do you mean? He's posted up in the paint every time.
Because he just reaches up and, grabs the ball.
But what's funny is, how, even though he's, super, lengthy, obviously he's 7'5", but he's actually really athletic. He plays defense. I mean, obviously he's 7'5", but it's not like he's just going and blocking people all the time. When they're actually, dribbling, he's actually,
Well, most guys that big, that tall, aren't always that great.
And you see him, he can shoot it from almost half court and just drill it from 3.
Yeah, it's almost not even fair.
Oh, it's not fair. What's up?
So I wanted to read, Cade Cunningham says, that game sucked. Being back home, definitely wanted to get this win in front of the fans. Reminded me of last year, losing on the home court. It's not a great feeling.
It's a great way to put it.
No, and I mean, and I wanted to read.
He did say that game sucked. It doesn't mean that that they did bad. It just mean that game sucked. But they did too bad.
So I like Mitch Albom, Detroit Free Press.
I don't know who that is.
Sting of Pistons Game 7 loss is only way they'll learn. I just want to read a little bit from this. It says, let it hurt, let it sting like hairspray in their eyes. Let it haunt their sleep for weeks to come. Then maybe next time the Detroit Pistons get a Game 7 at home to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, they won't play as if they're chasing a bus that left without them. In their worst defensive effort of the 2026 playoffs, at the biggest moment of their entire season, the Pistons let the Cleveland Cavaliers whip them in the scoring game, the passing game, the rebounding game, the assist game, and the coaching game. Cleveland did everything but pull the Pistons' pants down. Possession after possession, the Cavs fed their big men, who ate up the Pistons, layups, soft bankers, lob passes, endless free throws. Detroit was late to three-pointers. The Cavs switched them. Detroit was late to 50-50 balls. The Cavs swiped them. Cade Cunningham couldn't hit a tray. Tobias Harris couldn't hit a basket. Isaiah Stewart kept hitting the other team. The Cavs went ahead by 20 in the first half. And in the second half, they really poured it on. So, and, you need to start reading some Mitch Albom. He's pretty good. He's a great writer. But that's a pretty good summary there. And again, yeah, they went up by 20. Let's see, that's going into the first half. So they were at 64, and the Pistons were at
47.
47. Going into half, how do you recover? You don't.
Well, how do you recover would be like the opposite of what the Pistons.
The Cavs outscored them in every quarter.
Yep.
I just think they were just gassed. I mean, watching that game, the second half, the Cavs come out, scored immediately.
Yep.
Like nothing. I mean, just they were still in the same groove from the first half.
Yep.
Pistons. Hold on. Nope. There we go.
Did they even play the second half?
The whole game was pretty bad.
The most that they scored in a quarter was 26.
I think Cade is still dealing with some injury stuff. And then the other guys just weren't that great. So here's the question. What do they do? I read earlier the big question was Jalen Duren.
We didn't do anything. And all this.
I'm reading that the Pistons are going to try to keep him.
No.
But they want to try to get a good deal on him.
I want to get rid of him. Send him off.
I've got a counter argument.
There is nothing you can say to make me.
I think I can convince you.
Doubt it.
Do the Pistons...
I mean, he's only 22.
Do the Pistons make the playoffs and have the success that they had this season without Jalen Duren?
What? We'd trade him. What do you mean? We'd trade him.
No, hold on. Couple comments coming in here real quick, backing up. My mother says it's rigged. They have the talent because they showed it all season. Correct. We've got Mel from Tallahassee. She says, hello, new day, old day. So we're about wrapping things up in this podcast. We started today at like 8:30, a little bit after 8:30,
yeah.
8:45. Emery's baseball game got canceled tonight due to the crazy thunderstorms that came through. And we started the podcast a little bit early.
Yeah, so this is probably going to be our normal time from now on.
Well, 9. Yeah, we'll shoot for 9:30. Depending on baseball. Still Monday nights.
Yeah.
Bruce Paris, hello. He says, bottom of the 9th, down by 6. Go Tigers.
Can we pull it off?
Rally
Probably not.
caps Put the rally caps on.
There's nothing to rally for.
We turned the Tigers game off, and we are currently watching Game 7 of
the Sabres and
who is it?
It was the Sabres and
we're watching NHL hockey.
I know what it is, but I don't know. What's it?
Montreal.
The Montreal Canadiens. Yeah.
Canadiens.
I saw it. I was just trying to make it seem like I actually knew.
Game 7 currently tied 2-2 with 10 minutes left in the third. So I would turn off Tigers game and turn.
I hope they go to OT.
But we were just talking about Jalen Duren.
Yeah, I want to.
No, here's my question.
Yeah.
Could they have made the playoffs this season without him?
I mean, that's
Emery's thinking.
Someone else would step up. Yeah, what do you mean we could have made it?
So if you don't think we had Jalen Duren, so if Jalen Duren was not part of the team, you think we still would have made playoffs?
Yeah. What do you mean? Yep.
I don't know if I agree with that.
What? But I would trade him in 4 first-round picks for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
We're not talking about that.
But that's the thing. That's what we're. What do you mean? That's literally who would we trade him?
He's averaged 19.5 points a game.
It's trash.
In the postseason, he was trash. Regular season, averaging 20, let's round up 20 points a game, 65% field goals.
Look up like someone good, okay?
Well, you can't compare, who do you want me to compare him to? Tobias Harris?
He's probably average more.
Averaged 13 points a game.
Okay.
46%.
Compare him to like someone actually good.
No, this guy's on the team.
Like Sar. Or like
Sar is going to be like, he scored 10 points all season.
No.
Duncan Robinson.
He probably is.
12 points.
Okay.
Okay, Cade. 23. Only 4 points. Now he was out for a little bit. 4 points more. 46%. Jalen Duren, 65%. 19.5 points.
Okay.
Have I convinced you yet?
Not really. I'd trade him.
During the postseason, he was not good.
I'd trade him. If we traded him, would you be upset? Nope. You're not.
All right. Total points. What is this? Postseason stats. Okay. Is this average per game? All right. Cade Cunningham, 28 points. Jalen Duren, 10. Okay. He was half of his production. He was averaging 19.5. This was 10. So he's basically half the player out there in the postseason. That's an issue.
Unreliable. That's why.
Regular season, he was number 2 on the team.
Okay.
Started 70 games. My argument, they don't make playoffs without him.
I don't think so.
Number 2 on the team. Who is the next best? Tobias Harris at 13 points. Duncan Robinson, 12. Isaiah Stewart, 10. JD was the number 2 all season.
If we were like,
he wasn't in the playoffs.
If we were to just drop him, like which we're not, it's not how that works. We'd trade him.
I'm not talking about trade him. I'm saying he's gone.
If he just magically disappears like a little fairy.
Yeah, the Pistons don't make playoffs. Who's going to step up? Paul Reed?
They'd still make. Like, what do you mean? Look at their stats last season.
Okay, well, look at last season.
Yeah,
they had Jaden Ivey. Where's he at? They had Malik Threesley.
Yeah, he's back on the team. So, Tolu Smith.
Don't remember him.
We have a card of his right there, I think.
So,
yeah, look at.
They had across the board, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players last year.
I mean, arguably the team was better last season.
Yeah, they were. That was averaging over 10 points a game.
We had Schroeder.
This season, they only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys averaging over 10 points a game.
Countless are. 9 point.
Okay. 7 guys.
To what?
Or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
To how many?
Last year? Way more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Point being,
But I mean, we're also
Duran stepped it up this year during the regular season.
Yeah.
Averaging 8 more points a game.
Yeah.
I don't think they make playoffs without him. I think he's gotten a lot of trash talk because of his postseason, which is understandable.
Well, yeah. Who cares what your regular...
Still led the team in rebounds.
Who cares what your regular season stats are?
They don't make the playoffs without him. That's why.
They couldn't win the playoffs with him.
Had he been playing, had he stepped it up, that's an issue. The point I'm making. You can't just get rid of the guy. They need to add another player, add somebody else. Last year, they had all those guys. Is Malik coming back?
Probably. He got waived. Not waived. He got through to be able to get signed again. We're going to get Jaden Ivey back. Because no one's going to sign him. Because I think the first day of the offseason, we might sign him. Because, because he can't get signed for the rest of the season. Because they waived him after the trade and sign deadline so that he couldn't play for the rest of the season.
Okay. I mean, you add him back, you keep JD, you keep Cade, Tobias, Duncan.
Threesley.
Yeah, I mean,
we could be... But, we don't have any...
What happened to Jaden Ivey?
You mean I just said it?
No, sorry, I was reading something.
Oh. We waived him, or traded him, and then he got dropped. He was a first-round pick?
Mm-hmm. Why'd
we get rid of him so
the
early?
radio this morning was talking about some of these guys that were first-rounders.
Sasser was a first-rounder.
I don't know. Again, I like your point, and you said earlier, we should be proud of the team.
Yeah.
They've consistently gotten better.
Yep.
Drastically, arguably, last year compared to the year before. This year, made it to the second round, game 7. Yeah. They beef up they just add like one stud. Now, maybe the thing is, who do you get rid of? You want to get rid of everybody wants to get rid of Jalen Duran.
I do too.
But who do you replace him with that's going to produce 20 points a game in the regular season?
Giannis. Giannis will put up 30.
That ship has sailed.
What do you mean?
They can't get him.
Yes, he can. Yeah, he can. What do you mean they can't get him?
Why?
He's a free agent.
I thought he was last year.
No. He doesn't want to play with the Bucks.
Oh.
There's literally the trade buzz around the NBA is what team is he going to go to? People are saying it could be the Lakers because LeBron, he's up and out. He doesn't want to play for the Lakers anymore.
What if LeBron went to Cleveland? He's not going to retire.
No.
But now he's going to leave with his son there?
Bronny's a washed up joke.
No, he's washed up. He's not. He's a kid.
He's been in the G League since he got drafted.
Here's my thing. You need somebody else. Add to the Jalen Duran, Cade Cunningham show.
Add Giannis.
Trade Asar.
Why don't we... How much hate would there be how much hate would there be if we got LeBron James?
I would not. No. Nobody wants him. No fan base, I don't think, really wants him. I don't know.
I think the Lakers are literally the only fan base that would actually accept.
Definitely not Detroit.
No.
I don't know. People would buy his jersey because that's how people are. But
I mean, I could see him going back and reuniting with the Cavs.
I think that is the only thing that.
But
makes
that'd be ridiculous. You'd call the team the Cleveland Unk.
Well, how long did they sign? What's his name?
Harden?
Yeah,
I think maybe just be a 1 year. I don't know. He jumps around a lot.
yeah. That guy's bounced all over the place. Yeah, he's in the final stretch.
2-year deal.
2-year deal.
Oh no, that was with the Clippers. Yeah, so he has $1 million.
It was a trade.
1 year for the 26 and 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on the Clippers, and then they just randomly traded him.
The thing you mentioned there a minute ago, which is like the refs, it seemed like, and it's hard to say this without sounding like a fanboy, that the Pistons were getting called for everything.
What do you mean it's hard to say it? I'll take all the pressure off you. They were literally rigging the game against the Pistons. If Azar breathed on the other team wrong, it was a foul. Meanwhile, you have Jarrett Allen, who's literally grabbing people's jerseys as they have the ball. Like, the one time, he's literally, like, pushing around Cade to try to get the ball. And what was dumb is, I don't know what Asar said to him. Did you see that? Asar went up to the ref, like, at the end of the half or something like that, and made a little comment to him, and then they called it a personal foul.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, it might have been a technical. Because I'm pretty sure at the start of the third, didn't they shoot? Yeah, it might have been a technical foul, actually.
Yeah, I did not see that.
There's all these things. They're like, I think the Thompson brothers should quit the NBA and go play NFL because this man has a mean hit stick. He just trucked the guy.
Yeah, that was I like that. But the Pistons obviously got the short end of the stick on the foul. But they just looked gassed. I think they were. I think Cade was gassed.
Yeah.
His points proved it. Again, I think something will come out. Maybe that has to do rehab or something, but
he might have been hurt.
Yeah. It's hard to lose at home like that. The fan base is thriving though, and Pistons, they're going to be fun to watch next couple of years.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else that we're missing? We're coming up hour and a half now.
I don't think so. Talked about.
Everything good. After this, now what do we talk about?
I have to come up with a lot of blind rankings.
We're going to do blind rankings. We're going to rip some packs. We need to, we'll talk Tigers, of course, and maybe they'll pick up. Definitely the last month has been terrible for the Tigers. Don't even really talk about them right now. We'll talk some playoff NHL hockey.
Yeah.
The one thing, I was going to mention with that Pistons game, we don't usually turn games off early.
We turned it off with like 3 minutes left.
Tigers will turn off, but yeah, we turned that Pistons game off early.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people did. A lot of people were
It was
leaving.
getting late. No one wants to watch them.
Yeah. But, okay. It's been a good episode.
Yep.
It's been good. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to come back next week. We'll have some more things to talk about.
Yep.
Episode 70. We might need to do some sort of giveaway. It's been a while.
We're in, I know it's kind of far away, but not really. We're encroaching 100 episodes.
Yeah. 70. Only 30 more.
Yep.
Coming up quick. So, already, that's been a good episode, good week. It's late. We're tired. Time to go to bed. You guys have a great rest of your week. Again, thanks so much for tuning in
To the Sports Kid Pod. cast.
We will see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in to the Sports Podcast.